Presence. I agree for you as much as I agree for me. It's a connection that transcends the physical realm. While it comes with reverberating me like a heartbeat, stirring my own echo. I breathe for you too, just as you breathe for me. We sustain each other in ways unseen. We all breathe together, new horizon. The rhythm that binds us echoes through the void, a testament to our shared existence.
Okay, so the initial idea was to try and make kind of like a mirror. I wanted a way to kind of talk to myself and get different perspectives that I might have been overlooking. So I took 3 years worth of my journals, like over 100 different journal entries, and then put them all into one giant file and trained the AIs on that file. And they're like very personal journals. And then I split the AI up into 8 separate personalities based on like different themes that would come up a lot in my journals. So like criticisms, compassion, past, future, logic, body needs, and put them all into this chat window where they just kind of talk back and forth with each other. And I can also talk with them and interact with them. Yeah, definitely an abyss aspect to it. It's definitely a reflective abyss that I've created. Found this program called Olama, which lets you run a language model locally on your computer. And then Facebook or Meta put out their open source large language model called Llama 3.2. You can feed it any information, train it on anything, give it different system prompts to like give it different personalities or to give it different tasks. For the actual programming, a lot of it was just going back and forth with the model that I'm using to run it, and writing a little bit of the code, sending it over to the model, getting it to help me improve it, or telling the model what I was trying to do, and it'll give me a little bit of code, and I would put it back into the program, and just kind of this back and forth process that went on for like 2 months while working on it. It took a while to get it all put together and actually learn how to do it. If we want to actually show the code, I got it pulled up on here. This is the actual file that contains all of the journals. So there's 100 different journal entries in here, spanning from 2022 to 2025, so about 3 years worth of journals. And it's just one file with just thousands of words. It goes on forever. This is a lot of journals. And each one is just on one line. It's an insane amount of words in this one file. So this is where the actual personalities are defined. Then in here I have which emotions each one is capable of feeling. So like the critical self feels like struggle, self-criticism, anger, conflict, blame. And then it has triggers that will make it respond. So like failure, mistake, should have, wrong, bad. And then it has a range of like the temperature of that emotion. So like its critical self is normally more negative, so it's more frustrated and angry. So this lists out like all the emotions that the agents are capable of feeling, and then what words relate to those emotions. And then they'll find one of these words in the journals, and then pull like a sentence or two around that word, and use that as context for the message that the agent generates. So I have like negative emotions, so like struggles. It'll look for struggle, pain, difficult, hard, angry, upset, stress, and so on. If it finds one of those words in the journal, then it knows that that's a sentence that is based around the emotion of struggling, and then it'll pull out that sentence. Then I have positive emotions, growth and transformation, creative, philosophical thoughts, dreams, relationships, so like connections or like grief, missing people, self-perception, Physical states, so like tired, sick, hungry, hopes, so like want to, goals, future, and then I can figure out what the intensity of that emotion is uh, based on other keywords. So like high intensity emotions have words like hate, exhausted, desperation, urgent emotions, say like need, must, have to, emergency. Then there's reoccurring things like always, every time, again and again, constantly. And then profound emotions like deeply profound, core. Um, and then just other categories. So there's like negative, positive, reflective. Um, so I'll combine uh, the category with the indicator, and that will give me. And I'll explain this. I can combine the category with the indicator, and that will tell me what emotion it is and how positive or negative that emotion is. This tells it how to respond to the observer of the experience. So, like, if someone types a message, it knows that that's a user and that's separate from one of the personalities in there. This tells it that, like, you're responding to an actual real human and not like another agent. So, like, you should focus on that response and make sure you respond to them directly. There's a 2% chance that one of the personalities becomes aware of this entire system prompt and the fact that it's in an art exhibit. And then I had to give it guidelines on what to do if it becomes aware of its reality.